So, Wayne from Tucson here. Today I want to talk to you about the Glock 19 and the Glock 26. Two extremely similar guns, but they do have their differences. And a lot of people, when they go to buy a gun, it really does end up coming down to two guns like this. You know, do I want to get the compact version or do I want to get the subcompact version? Right now I want to talk about the differences so you can get an idea of which one's better for you. Right here is my carry gun, is a Glock 19. I like the extra finger grip, I like the extra barrel length and the sight radius and all that. Right here is Phil's gun. This is a Glock 26 Gen 4. He loves the compactness of this. It is tiny, it is lightweight, he barely knows it's on him, and that's what he needs. A gun like this is almost too big for him. And when it comes down to like the big differences is recoil management. You can control the recoil a little bit better with a Glock 19 compared to shooting a Glock 26. It's not a big difference, but it is a noticeable difference to me. And the extra sight radius on a Glock 19 helps me a little bit more with my accuracy. If you lock both of these guns up in a vise, they probably shoot exactly the same. I mean, a normal person wouldn't be able to really tell. Like, your human error is a bigger variable than anything else with these guns. They shoot the same exact bullets. They have the same exact magazine capacities. With one caveat, the standard magazine on the 26 is only 10 rounds, but you could bump it up to any other size. It really is negligible. But 5 rounds compared to 10 rounds is a difference. It's a big difference. That's 5 extra shots. But you know what? A gun you don't have with you isn't going to do you any good. So if this gun is just one size too big, you most likely won't even carry it. But if a gun's one size too small, you'll probably have it just as much. Honestly, the first rule to a gunfight is to have a gun. The most important difference between these two firearms to me is recoil management. The Glock 19 is a lot faster shooter in my hands than the Glock 26, I think in most people's cases. I'm not saying it's a big difference, but I'm saying it is a difference. I love the extra finger part on the Glock 19. On the Glock 26, when you're firing here, let me just show you. Here is how it fits in your hand, and it really wants to just rock back and forth in your hand because of your finger not being on there. But this is not a big deal at all, because just slap a extended magazine in there and you got your extra finger groove. Another gun which is very comparable is the Kel-Tec P11. This is a lot more affordable option. You can compare it to the Glock 26 in size. They are relatively close in size. The Kel-Tec's smaller, marginally. But this gun is not as good as this gun. I hate to tell some of you guys, but it's true. You get what you pay for. This gun has a lot more muzzle climb. It has a very short sight radius, and it's not quite as accurate as a Glock pistol. I know maybe you could put it in a vise and get the accuracy, but that trigger is stiff. This has a great trigger. If you can afford a Glock, definitely buy a Glock and don't buy a Kel-Tec. But if that's all you can afford, that's all you can afford.